There's a place on Earth where the sun never rises for months at a time, the Arctic Circle. Specifically, places like Barrow, Alaska, now called Utqiaġvik, experience what's known as polar night, and it is exactly as eerie as it sounds. Imagine waking up, brewing coffee, and looking outside, only to see pitch-black darkness no matter what hour it is. Noon feels like midnight. The only clue it's day is the clock. This total darkness can last for up to 2 months straight in some areas. Why does this happen? It's because of the Earth's axial tilt, 23.5 degrees. During winter, as the planet rotates, sunlight never reaches certain latitudes. The farther north you go, the longer the stretch of darkness. It's nature's all-or-nothing deal. The pain point most people feel living here? Seasonal Affective Disorder. It's not just a bad mood, it's a real condition. No sunlight means a lack of vitamin D and serotonin dips. People report exhaustion, depression, and even cravings for carbs. Brutal. There are coping mechanisms, though. People invest in light therapy lamps, devices that mimic sunlight. Others make their homes warm and bright, filling them with candles or fairy lights. There's this almost Scandinavian hygge vibe to the way they combat the darkness. But the polar night isn't just endless misery. Some people love it, seriously. The lack of sun creates this stunning winter landscape under a canopy of millions of visible stars, and when the aurora borealis dances across the sky, totally worth it. Fun fact, not even animals are immune to this. The local wildlife adapts in all sorts of bizarre ways. Arctic foxes develop thicker fur, while polar bears and seals rely heavily on stored fat. It's survival mode, round the clock. Humans have also adapted, but differently. For instance, many indigenous Arctic communities had lifestyles deeply tuned to the polar night. They thrived by hunting seals and fish, using the stars and the aurora for navigation when light was sparse. The question on everyone's mind is, how do they know when to sleep? The answer is, they pick a schedule and stick to it. With no sunrises or sunsets as visual markers, people use clocks meticulously to maintain daily routines. Time becomes their anchor. Here's a pro tip. If you ever visit during the polar night, and you absolutely should, adjust your expectations. Your circadian rhythm is going to get fried. Treat it like jet lag. Eat on a schedule, sleep in total darkness, and power through. For photographers and adventurers, this time of year offers a dream. Images of starry skies, snow-covered terrains, and glowing auroras are at their absolute peak. Just make sure you're geared up. Temperatures drop into the negatives consistently. No sun equals no warmth. And here's the kicker. As much as polar nights might sound harsh, there are polar opposites. Literally. In summer, these same regions experience polar day, where the sun never sets for months. Can't sleep with sunlight streaming into your room at 2 a.m.? Good luck.